Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Smart play with the throw. The jump-in is denied. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player two has an empty drive lead. This is a very precarious Isar backfield. Here comes the Rude Master. The Fuha's there to give them looking to impress with this super. Very slick with the combo. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Pulls up the KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Fires off a whirlwind. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Player one can't use drive anymore. Connects with the throw. What now? He starts out. Rashid's gonna start stealing. The super doesn't hit. Pushes the envelope with the OD spinning Dixon. Combo. Let's go. Jump. The parry. A real test of this and leaves us a big damage. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Are you kidding me? Player one was definitely sweating during that well-earned win.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Welcome to the street. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Cross up block. Track that jump nicely. Player one with the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Drive rush. Gets in their face. Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Forward though, not letting them out of the corner. Shoots off a fireball up close. The jump-in is denied.
Time to go crazy.
Boxing with the target. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Their jostling gets them. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Fires off a whirlwind. Checks them with the projectile. Slides and goes for the legs. Player two chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Torso cleaver dices it. They were right to be on guard there. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Vagabond KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Immediate jumping. Final round. Who connects with the throw? Player one with the lead. They're going for the super art.
Prepare for turbulence!
Send it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. This is going to hurt. All in with the rush. How did they read that throw? Player two needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Jump! Getting up close and perfect. Retaliates with the OD mixer. Lost super art of a fireball at that range? Player one is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. What an opening statement there. Jump? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player two has the life lead. What's the play here? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Box them with the target. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. Impact's a no-go. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? Lays down a whirlwind. It's been a fight, so both players decide to stand down and catch their breath. Fires off a whirlwind. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Medium kick hits. Finishes with the throw. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Big, low, reaching heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Activates the Thor to get some help on the field. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. I'm crashing down on them with a Bushin beat. Going in? Now, can they finish the job? Super clutch corner switch. Steals back a chance. OB Whirlwind to up the ante. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna... They were right to be on guard there. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Jump goes to the air. Will this super art do anything? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Not much movement, but the thinking kept draw super art incoming. Next, the counter. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Vagabond Edge connects. The throw is denied. Oh, yeah. Sets up with the jump in. Closes it out. Player one was an absolute beast in that match.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Jump in, finds the mark. Goes for the throw. Player one with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. That drive impact is blocked. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Big, low, reaching heavy. Oh, easy tech. This is a tough spot. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Rashid making the chat go nuts with OZ spinning mixer. Does a good job of pushing back. Scores a counter hit with the OD mixer. Oh! Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Smart play with the throw. Throws them. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. What now? Connects with the throw. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Dangerous range here. Lays down a whirlwind. Jumps. All in with a rush. Player 1 can't use any. That back throw was huge. Player 2 closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? He stars out. Rashid's gonna start stealing. Who will come out on top in this final round? Player 2 managed their drive game well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. The drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 is working with a better game. All in with a rush. Connects with the throw. Player 1, impact squash. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Both, ooh, what a smart throw. Breaks the block with a throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. All the throw connects. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Okay, there's the burnout. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Rashid's looking for something with Kisara. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. They're taking a step back. This is gonna hurt. Only the best of players connects with the throw. Amazing. Starts with whirlwind. Answers with a fireball. Whirlwind shot. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. This can lead to some. It is over. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run. Lays down a whirlwind. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Fires off a whirlwind. Going on the offensive? Slips the grab. Brushes off the throw. Handily escapes the throw. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive range. Knockdown. Player 1 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. All right. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes the chance to hurt him. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. All right, what's coming up next? No more drive gauge. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Not close enough for the throw. Player 1, there's stuff to come from the break like that? What a comeback! Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Puts the super armor to good use. Lays down a whirlwind. Player 2 steals it back. They're in the groove now, and they're gonna need to keep it up. They break things off to take a quick breather. Fires off a whirlwind. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Gets out of the corner. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Jumps. Blocks the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Grabs and throws them away. What'll happen here? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. A trade, but they're not worried. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Manages to block the all in with a rough. Both are ready to pull the trigger on the connects with the throw. What now? Starts with whirlwind. Like the super doesn't hit. Doesn't check the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Back at the start. They're not taking any chances. Big throw. Lays down a whirlwind. Both crowns him from above. Jump in? What are they gonna do? Jump! All the throw connects. What's next? Plenty of help. Full gauges. Let's go. Player 2 is in a very... This is gonna hurt. A single hit will do it. What a read with that anti-air. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Fireball from very long. What's next here? Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Digs in deep to get that driving. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. A super arc? Player 1, that's not gonna hit. Brushes that off and keeps going. The cyclone hit. Now we gotta see something. Player reversal. Just goes for it at this range. Player experiencing burnout. Start the push with Arabian Cyclone. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 can't use any drive. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Shoots off the projectile from downtown to check their approach. Jump in, finds the mark. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Limited resources at hand right now. Good drive management could well decide this. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Life lead opens up. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fire. Projectile to try and change the situation. Feeling out the spacing. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Got their eye on the air. The jump-in is denied. Fires off a whirlwind. Gets the jump-in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Still slugging it out at this range. They return to center stage. Drive rush to keep it going. Springs forward with the drive rush. Uses the target combo as a filler. Jumps in. Nightshade Pulse comes out, crowns him from above. Knockout and willing to risk it for the overdrive. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's got Rashid making the chat go nuts with OD spinning mixer. OD whirlwinds up again. Switch sides. Drops them from the air. Solid anti-air. Reversal. Burns a breather to reset the situation. Connects with the throw. He stars out. Rashid's gonna start stealing. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Excellent read. Player 1 burns out. And whiffs. They're wide open. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? They push their way out of the corner. Noticeable life lead is a comeback scoop drops them. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. OD whirlwind? Answers with a betting it all on the drive rush. I can't believe it. Not going anywhere. Throws it in. Okay, here we go. Player 2 escape denied. Piles on the corner pressure. Drop zone, baby. They're just gonna go for it with the super. The super's blocked. And it is over. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. OD whirlwind throws them. Smart play with the throw. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Got their eye on the air. Knockdown. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Both fighters have completely emptied out their drive gauge and are in burnout state. Not a lot of patience on Shoker today. Will they press the attack or wait and recover? This could be make or break. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Takes a trip. Dives in with cool fate. Hanging on for dear life. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Oh, easy tech. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Fires off a nice drive rush to keep it going. They're experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Lays down a whirlwind. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 has depleted Activation Star to get some help on the field. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do wash that off. The super doesn't hit. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Hits the drive. Jumps in. Gotcha. Breaks it. Nails it. Knocked him out of the air. Player goes to the air. Good judgment there. Player 1 is barely hanging up. There's the counter we wanted. Whirlwind shot. Punish counter on the extra. Player 2 can't let this simmer. It burns out. Player 1 is in burnout state, but there's all in with a rush. Stars out. Rashid's gonna start healing. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. Clutch anti-air. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. What's gonna happen here? Data's talents are out and they're hustling. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. The reaction's on display. Jacob tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Opens them right up. Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Simple and clean.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Wants to jump in. What's the play here? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Neither of them willing to back off here. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. Drive gauge finally recovers. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. He fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Rolls in. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Taking them for a ride on the Siberian Express. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Double lariat, and now? Oh, got too eager. Player 2 will look to him in with the cross. Throws him. Oh, here we go. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Like, gets him with a Euro step. Both life and super hard gauges are not looking good. He's out of the gauge to coming out the air. Not even the eye of the storm is safe. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Looking for a hole. Both of them back off. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Whirlwind shot. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was going to happen. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that runback. Reads the command grab. Starts the first with a Radiant Cyclone. turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Knockdown. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. All right, what's coming up next? Will this Super Art connect? Uses the gauge. Can this Super Art set things into motion? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has depleted their drive. Burnout activates. Oh God, this is tense. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. I think they decided to create some distance here in order to slow down the pace of it. Their spacing is so on point right now. Closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff.
Round 2.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Lays down a whirlwind. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Activate the star to get some help on the field. Player 1 target locked and scoop. Not much life difference. The super doesn't hit. Smart play with the throw. Going in. Goes to the air. Shows the medium kick. Clutch, anti-air. Fires off a whirlwind. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Starts with whirlwind. Nice fireball. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Oh, the throw connect doesn't set the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Lays down a whirlwind. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. OD whirlwind to up the ante. Excellent block. Spinning Mr. tells you you're not cleared for landing. Whirlwind shot. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Fires off a whirlwind. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for offense? Throws them. That goal do some good damage. This might be a pivotal super art. Good decision with that throw. Okay, here we go. Player 1 has the super gauge and nothing stops this train. Punish counter on reaction. Shreds them with a critical art. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Player 2 can't use an overhead, but it won't work. They're in range. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Ugh, take a seat. Oh, reversal. Oh, putting it. Are you kidding me? Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Welcome to the street. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Goes for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. No more drive gauge. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Knockdown and player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Isari's active. Here comes the Rude Sandstorm. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stop and pop. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1, Chase, this is gonna be bad news. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Denies the jump in. Major says, get that jump in out of here. Player 1 in dire straits activates the star to get some help on the field. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do? This is gonna hurt. They're thinking of scoring big off this gauge use. Crowns them from above. Ooh, what a smart blow. A real test of nerves here. Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Lays down a whirlwind. Jumps. Throws them to negate the block. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They trade hits, and now they gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Throws a fireball down to the wire. In a dire situation, it can nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Great Desert Storm! They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Who'll gain control of the match in the early going? Obi Whirlwind to up the ante? Player 2 hits them with a stop and foul. Going in? From upstairs. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. A super art? In your face with the SRK. Lays down a whirlwind. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter. Shrugs that off. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage, experiencing burnout. Are we gonna see a comeback here? KO! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Bops him with a target combo. All right, what's coming up next? The throw misses. At this range, many attacks can connect with this super art connect. Ooh, KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fantastic reactions there. Smart play there to go for the air to air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Lays down a whirlwind. Player 1, Chase. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? This is gonna be bad news. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. fires off a whirlwind. Is going on the offensive? Whirlwind shot. Throws up with absolutely relentless.
Great Desert Storm!
In with Snake Step. The super doesn't hit. Smash Shade incoming. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Player slams on the brakes and just out flatlines zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Uses their drive gauge. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Reads the jump in perfectly. Connects all in with a rush. Starts the push with a Radiant Cycle. Player one is looking to next with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player one can't let this drop some hard. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? He stars out. Receives an aside. They are done! Player one made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Ooh, it looks like the weight delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Their worst fear in the corner taking form. Starts with a jump in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Knockdown. The jump in is denied. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Takes a trip. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they get some. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Lays down a whirlwind. Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Risky up-close scrap still going. Jump. Jumps up. Player activates the star to get some help on the field. The super doesn't hit. Dashes forward. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Are we going to see a comeback here? A jump in? All in with a rush. Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Medium kick. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Back at the start. They're not taking any chances. Whirlwind shot. Player two took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Shreds that off. Nails it. Pumps the brakes on the impact. What are they gonna do? And whiff. They're wide open. Quick medium pump. Betting it all on the drive run. Right. This can lead to some big damage. Ooh, you turns out. A jump in. More fuel to the fire. Cook him up. What a finish. Player one was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking here? With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. Chasing them down, peppering them with hits and throws is the way to get them in the corner. Hold your breath. did well to get the buff in there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump in is denied. Takes a trip. Decides to buff up while they takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ogi Whirlwind to up the ante. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Throws out a projectile. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Blocks it. Smart play with the throw. Risky up-close scrap still going. Lays down a whirlwind. Zones with the fireball. Breaks the block with a throw. Throws him. Player 2 will look to apply KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. What an opening statement there. Jumps up, barely blocks the jump in. Still plenty of time left. Looking to impress with this super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Make smart use of the game. All the throw connects. Retaliate with the OD mixer. Player 1 so solid with the mixer anti-air. Whirlwind shot. Looking for a hole. Starts with whirlwind. Nice fireball. Medium kick into. Links it. Player 1 needs to wait this out. He starts out. Receive's gonna start to heal. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Turns out. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Cross up attack. Looking meaty. Big slamma jamma. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. This is gonna hurt. Sloughs up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Anthony! Player 1 in trouble with no drive. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? The impact doesn't do anything. Activate the star to get them help on the field. The super doesn't hit. Players, burnout activates. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Ogi Whirlwind to up the ante. Lays down a whirlwind. Fireball from very long range. What's next for him? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Scores a counter hit with the OD mixer. Fires off a whirlwind. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Connects with a 10 setting. They must have a game plan here. There's a burnout. Life lead is there. Flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Oh, they're in the corner. Ooh, what a smart flow. Drive rush. Closes the distance. Flank burns out. More fuel for the fire. Cook them up. Loads up above. Crowns them from above. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. A real test of nerve.
He stars out. Rasheed's gonna start stealing. Who'll set the bait at this range? Back that ass shot.
Nice fireball.
Whirlwind shot.
Goes to the air. Player bears a burnout. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. What a finish! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.